so that thy being be in tune with the great sea's Pacific swoon. Third, let thy life be pure and calm, swayed softly as a windless palm. Fourth, let the will to live be bound to the one love of the profound. Fifth, let the thought divinely free from sense observe its entity. Watch every thought that springs enhance hour after hour thy vigilance, intense and keen, turned inward, miss no atom of analysis. Six, on one thought securely pinned still. There are 7 keys to the great gate, being 8 and 1 and 1 and 8. First, let the body of thee be still, bound by the sediments of will. Corpse rigid, thus thou mayst abort the fidget babes, the tease of the thought. Next, let the breath.
So in religion, all religious exercises, whether they are meditative or whether they are ritualistic, are whoopee. They are not something you do in order to attain anything. They are like art forms, like dancing. They are expressive of attainment. So in religion, all religious exercises, whether they are meditative or whether they are ritualistic, are whoopee. They are not something you do in order to attain anything. They are like art forms, like dancing. They are expressive of attainment. So in religion, all religious exercises, whether they are meditative or whether they are ritualistic, are whoopee. They are not something you do in order to attain anything. They are like art forms, like dancing. They are expressive of attainment. So in religion, all religious exercises, whether they are meditative or whether they are ritualistic,
Thrill with listen lust of the light, O man, my man, come careering out of the night of Pan, you Pan, you Pan, you Pan, come over the sea from Sicily and from Arcady, roaming as Bacchus with fauns and pards and nymphs and satyrs for thy gods. On a milk-white ass, come over the sea to me, come with Apollo in bridal dress, shepherdess and pythoness, come with Artemis, silken shod, and wash thy white thigh, beautiful God, in the moon, on the woods, on the marble mound, the dimpled dawn of the ember fount. Dip the purple of passionate prayer in the crimson shrine, the scarlet snare, the soul that startles in the eyes of blue, to watch thy wantonness weeping through the tangled grove, the gnarled bole of the living tree that is spirit and soul, and body and brain, come over the sea.
All the security around him and stuff like that. He told him what happened. They tried to kill him. They tried to pull him out of the car and knife him. Wow. But yeah, it's crazy. This is before he was releasing his thing.
Well, I mean, he left his best friend die and get fed to the wolves. He's been hiding that shit, keeping his mouth shut for years. So he's just as guilty.
Oh, what do you mean, Corey Haim?
Exactly.
He did what he could for Corey, bro. bro. He did whatever he could do for Corey.
To me, my man. Come with trumpets sounding shrill over the hill. Come with drums low muttering from the spring. Come with flute and come with pipe. And more ripe. I who wait and writhe and wrestle with hair that hath no boughs to nestle my body, weary of empty clasp, strong as a lion, sharp as an asp. Come, oh come, I am numb with the lonely lust of devildom, that thrust the sword and the wantonness come watching through. Okay, it's called the Gnostic Anthem. Thou who art I beyond all I am, who has no nature and no name, who art when all but thou art gone, thou centre and secret of the sun, thou hidden spring of all things known and unknown, thou aloof alone, thou the true fire within the reed, brooding and breeding source and seed of life, love, liberty, and light, thou beyond speech and beyond sight, thee I invoke, my faint fresh fire kindling as mine intense aspire, thee I invoke, abiding one, the centre and secret of the sun, and that most holy mystery of which the vehicle am I. Appear most awful and most mild as it is lawful in thy child, for of the Father and the Son, the Holy Spirit is the norm, male, female, quintessential one, man veiled in woman form, glory and worship in the highest. Thou God, mankind that defies being that race has well. Centered in the secret of the sun, thou hidden spring of all things known and unknown, thou aloof alone, thou the true fire within the reed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ne'asher shabbat b'nei pri hagafen.
ישראלים כאמור פלסטינים, וואי. או פלסטינים, לילה אני לא רואה זה ענת ישראלים. וואי, פלסטינים. אוי, לילה תעלי, וואי, תעלה, גם. לא תקרא לי מעלה, לא תקרא.
MashaAllah.
الله السلام عليكم. السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Well, remind me, where are you from?
I'm Kurdish from Iraq.
Kurdish from Iraq, and how old are you?
20.
20. What are you doing? What your profession is?
English.
You're a teacher for English?
Yes, I'm studying English at the university.
And do you know Harry?
I know what?
Harry the carnist, you know, he's not on the stage. You know him?
Don't know.
You know who his Kahana is?
He is what?
Kahana. Rav Meir Kahana. You know who is he?
No.
He's a rabbi that's very righteous, very against the Arabs in Palestine. So he built up
of supporters. You see Harry playing cards with his finger. That means that he likes Rav Kahana very much.
Okay, so he's against Arabs?
He is against Arabs, exactly.
But sometimes you like shawarma with the lamb or the beef. Sometimes you like the chicken shawarma.
Hi.
Shawarma.
Hi.
Big grown up for me, Victoria, that you arrived to my home.
I just come because for my friends, Laila and Yoel.
And what about me?
I don't care about you.
I thought you from Victoria.
The now is all important, Victoria. Can't you coexist now?
We make coexistence, you know, here in this room. So.
Okay, give them citizenship and just get married and make a lot of children, Jewish children. Then you will keep Israel a majority Jewish state, and that's it. It's over. Just get married, guys. Make children.
I can't force, if somebody wants to be a Muslim, I can't force him to be Jewish.
No, I don't say to convert. I say give citizenships to Palestinians, and you want to keep Israel a majority Jewish state, right? So Jews have to get married and make a lot of children, because that's what Muslims do. Muslims are gonna mate and make like a family of 4 children, 6, 8. So you have to
6 is less.
The best thing about kids is making them.
8, 10, 12 kids.
What a joy to make all those babies.
What?
I said the best part about kids is making them.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
Harry, Dira, Mumi, Tzu, we're not cannibals, we don't eat people. Come on the stage, come. Come, sit together, it's coexistence between everyone. Kanistim, Smolanim, Yemanim.
Just pass the peace pipe. Pour me a glass of wine. Put it in the kiddush.
Comedian, what are you? Are you Jewish?
My father, my grandmother, my grandfather, my uncles, my cousins are Jewish, but my mother's not Jewish. I'm a patrilineal Jew. I'm a cashew. My mama's Catholic. My daddy's Jewish. I'm a cashew.
You have family in Israel, comedian.
What?
You have family in Israel.
Yeah.
Have you visit Israel?
Yeah, a couple times.
Where in Israel have you been?
Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, other parts.
One kibbutz you visit? You know what's
Yeah.
kibbutz?
Yeah, I've been to a couple kibbutzes.
You've been in a couple of kibbutzim, but not for a long time, only for visiting.
Just a couple days, yeah.
You can do the whole country in 3 days. Twice.
Yeah, that's true. It's sort of more.
We went to the founders kibbutz in the Negev.
Don't be so negative.
What, the founders kibbutz? It was beautiful. There were
I'm gonna
ibex.
make a joke out of the word Negev. I'm just
Oh.
I'm in a good mood. Get it? Negevative?
Got it. You know, that Negev is beautiful. I mean, the ibexes, the wildlife. I mean, it's like Africa almost. It's unbelievable.
They call it the promised land for a reason. But yes, and you know what? I might as well say this. I always appreciate your support. I really do. No kidding. It's very welcome. And it's serious, and I know it's heartfelt, so I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people on here just don't support Israel because they've never been. You know, once you get there, it's like going to Disneyland and you're like, why was I so angry?
And where's Mickey?
Don't you want the mod here? You can have a mod. I agree. I agree.
Wow.
This room that everybody Israeli and I can give you a mood. No problem. Always she go, give me a mood, give me a mood. She crying.
Aw, hi, Chili.
She want to pay me money to be a moderator in my room. Here, you get your.
Galilean was coexisting with a Jewish man, but they're no longer an item, a couple, because she's coming to Chicago this summer to go sailing with the comedian.
Now bring me your friends. Bring me Galileo. Invite everybody here. Let's see. I want to see 10 Palestinians in my room. Galileo, that's the agreement. Galileo.
Yeah, okay.
Galileo, the agreement you bring me 10 Palestinians.
Okay. Okay, almost.
I'm waiting. I count one by one. 10 Palestinians.
I'm laughing at Harry's PTR. So what's the most essential component of coexistence?
What is this?
Meaning, what are the fundamental
מה
building
המרכיב הכי
blocks?
חשוב? מה המרכיב הכי חשוב בקואקזיסטנס?
Coexistence is a
Hi, Lorenzo.
virtual-
Can you just pretend to be like Palestinian? So Amos could,
It's a
do
virtual
some
room
credit.
in Clubhouse. And people should come here and argument and fight and agree or not agree, but not shoot.
Here we have Lorenzo. He's half Palestinian, half Albanian. Does it work?
I want to see, yeah, it works. I want to see 10, count to me 10 people that you brought to the room. Count me now.
Galileo, do you know the thing about Albania?
What do you want me to know? I know everything about Albania.
I bet you don't. Okay.
I bet I do.
How many Jews died in Albania during the Holocaust?
Actually, they did seek protection in Albania.
That's not a number, darling. Right?
I know, but I don't know how much.
Well,
Albania.
that's, you don't know everything about Albania.
I do know everything about Albania, no.
No, you know, have you ever,
Yes, I
have
do.
you ever smelled Albania?
Have you ever been around in Albania?
Well, you know what the number is?
No, what is the number? Tell me.
0.
Really?
Not one Jew. They have a special way of practicing Islam. They protect their guests. And when the cops came for the Jews, the Albanians hid them and said, "Oh, there's no Jews here." All the other European countries, they gave in some Jews. Albania, 0. So
Lorenzo, do you see Besa Bes?
that's the best.
Besa is not Muslim though, it's Catholic. It came
Besa
from-
Bes. This is what I need in my life. Besa Bes.
Why the fight, man?
But El Normo, what is the general sentiment in Albania today with regards to the Jews in Israel?
Different thing. Listen,
Albanians-
you give
Albanians
credit
like
where
it
it's
was.
You give credit where it's due. When I learned this, I learned it on Clubhouse, which proves that you can learn things on Clubhouse. I went back to the pizza place where I grew up as a kid, where I had my first slice.
Have you ever seen the Torah?
Have you ever danced with the Torah? There's a joke to that. We do actually dance with the Torah once a year, by the way. So there was a joke to that. So listen, so I went back to the pizza place where I had my first slice of pizza. You'll never believe what it cost in those days, but it was the same as a Subway token. Okay, the slice of pizza was always the same as a Subway token. And I went to the guy, and it was the son of the guy who made me my first slice of pizza. Still there, and I gave him a big hug, big fat guy, and I put my arms around him and said, "I'm giving you this hug because you protected the Jews."
That's nice, man.
He was probably like, sorry, the 10% coupon ended last week.
You Jew. Two slices for
The
one.
10% coupon ended last week.
It's over. Don't try hugging. Yeah, it was pretty great.
That's a nice story right there.
It's true too. Yeah, thank you. And then then we have a thing called like the path of righteous Gentiles at the Museum of the Holocaust, the Yad Hashem, and there we have a big display of all the Jews that died in all the countries in Europe, and with Albania, big 0. None.
Nice. I think Albert Einstein immigrated there as well, apparently, at one time.
So where, Albania? I didn't know.
Yeah, he was a refugee there for a short period during
Oh,
the
interesting.
war, kind of.
By the way, this pizza guy, who now is my best friend, of course, he told me about his dad, who tried, when they were trying to plunge Albania into communism, which they did, which was a big disaster, I think, for the Albanian people. His dad was, a bunch of Albanians tried to go back and get rid of the communists, but it didn't work out. The coup failed.
Yeah, my granddad was one of them. He died in prison because of it.
Oh my God.
I mean, I didn't know him, so it's not like I'm fucking in despair. He died before I was born, but that's just the story I heard about him.
Yeah, but still a great story, though. People trying to resist totalitarianism and authoritarianism.
I'll tell you a story, actually, how fucked up it was. It was basically worse than North Korea. My dad's friend, he was a fisherman, right? And then old Coca-Cola bowl must have washed up from it. You know the glass Coca-Cola bowls? And then he picked it up and he was like, what the fuck is this? First time he's ever seen a Coca-Cola bowl. And he walked around the town centre with it, and then the communist police saw it, and then he was arrested and done jail for 12 years for harbouring Western propaganda material.
Insane, man. Those stories need to come out, I mean, people lived under the cloud of darkness for decades, right?
El Normo, I got a trivia question for you. How many years after World War II ended did Israel get created, and how many Jews died in the creation of Israel?
Okay, so I'll start with 3 years, right? Maybe just under, right? 1945, end of the war. Victory in Japan Day, VJ Day, and how many died in the creation of Israel? A lot, thousands, too many. I don't know the exact number though.
Because it's amazing, 6 million died in World War II in the concentration camps and other ways of death, and then it only took 6,000 to create the state of Israel.
Wow. Now this is a joke, but I'm not going to make it. Okay. I mean, it's too close to Yom HaShoah.
I have a poster of Dune in front of me, and it says, "It is the deadly battleground where a young leader will emerge to command an army of 6 million warriors against the tyrannical forces that threaten to enslave the universe. It is the clash for the greatest prize of all, the planet called Dune."
I like that poster.
I was reading Tanya today, El Normo, and it was talking about the Zohar and how special it is. But because it's so special, guess what the product of the Zohar is that gives the reader or the people of Israel a special power? Do you know what that special power is?
What is it?
Compassion.
Rachmanis.
It's an interesting way to frame it, meaning that because it's such an incredible treatise of psychology and it's such a gem, it should give you like a state of almost kingliness. So if you're a good king, I mean, you have to have compassion because you've got such great treasure. So it's an interesting way to get to compassion, which is through wisdom.
You know what's weird? For about 2.5 to 3 years, I couldn't deal with you, and now I just enjoy your company and what you share so much. It's just, did something change or something? You change your diet or something? Or is it me? Maybe I changed.
Yeah, I mean, I can project against your projection, but it's like basically now the mirror maybe is facing the mirror, and so it's just there's no reflection. I would say like that's kind of what happens. It's like in group dynamics, it's storming, forming, norming. So we've probably reached the norming stage of the group cycle or the group formation.
I didn't understand a word you said, but let's go back to wait. So what in Tanya they said that the most important attribute of the Jews you were saying is or of kingliness.
No, it says that the Zohar in the Tanya. It says the Zohar is such a priceless gem that basically it gives you compassion because you're so rich. You have so much bounty and incredible joy, that the natural result is compassion. Because if you look upon the suffering of other people who aren't liberated, and you have the treasure or you have the secret answer to the very difficult riddle, it gives you a state of natural compassion.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. There's so much in the Zohar. There's so much in Tanya, I should say. You're good with the Tanya, man. My rabbi's son got married about a year ago, and in honor of his wedding, he wrote a treatise on Tanya, and it was really brilliant and really accessible. It was just a pamphlet. He published it. It was really good. If you do daily study, Chabad has a free app, and there's daily Chumash Roshi, which is a section from Torah and Rashi, not Roshi, Rashi, commentary and daily Tanya reading. You can have it to him.
Rabbi down in the audience, our Jordanian Greek Orthodox Christian friend Randy, he thinks that Zohar is Gay, and for betacucks, and it's effeminate or stupid, or it's this mysticism, this magic. But I declared to him that Jesus was nothing more than a Kabbalistic Jew or a mystic Jew who, just like that fish on that wall there, he opened his mouth, he trolled the government, he trolled his people, he trolled the religious authorities, and he got, martyred for it. But, to say that he is God, as he does, which all Christians do, to me, it's like, okay, well then heretical is essentially subjective or perspective. And I let it go. It doesn't really make a difference to me because I'm interested in the information. And there's so much information out there that if you're all or nothing on one position with regards to one man in history, 2025 years ago, apparently, you have a very all or nothing position, which in cognitive behavioral psychology they call cognitive distortion. And thus I was claiming that he's very rigid, and thus he's kind of neurotic,
But don't harsh on somebody else's God. I mean, do you know what I mean? This is their business, Let them worship as they wish.
It's debate, though. It's just debate. It's a roast. It's rhetoric. It's dialectic. I mean, I'm not poo-pooing on his culture, his beliefs, his raising, everything, because he's gone through an interesting journey. And I've been to Jordan. I know many Jordanians who are Christians, and they're fabulous people. I'm not poo-pooing. I'm just actually trying to have a theological debate, I suppose.
Did you watch the movie Conclave, which came out this year, and in which the Pope dies? The Pope just died. It's an incredible film. It's real. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, I saw it. It won awards. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
Debates because he ignores all incoming info. Like almost every claim that he made.
That's projection.
Yeah, but that's the truth.
That's projection. What you're saying is projection.
Oh no, I can have conversations.
Well, so can I.
Did you watch Conclave, Rabbi?
No, I don't.
Or Randy? It's good. And also I'm watching the two popes. It's just fascinating.
You gotta watch Andor, man. You gotta watch Andor, bro. Season 2.
What is that? Oh, you mean Star Wars?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it has nothing to do with this, but since we're talking TV shows, I thought I'd mention it.
Is it good? Yeah, what's it on? Disney? It's on Disney, right?
It's excellent, dude. It's season 1. It's actually probably one of the best. It's some of the best work that Star Wars is from the Star Wars